Alright, we have the new summer DLC that just launched, and we have the Everon RS, which is what I was most excited about. So first things first, we're going to purchase this to cruise around in while we take our first look at everything else. So let's see what this thing has to offer. So right away, I'm already liking it. It feels pretty quick. The steering and control is pretty good for a truck. So if you like the Lightning, you're probably going to like this thing even more. Hopefully this thing has good customization. Right off the bat, plastic arch covers, not that great. Not, too terrible. The black looks good on a lot of stuff, but painted would be a good option as well. The bash bars aren't bad, but they don't really fit the style of the truck either too much. Yeah, let's respray this thing so we can get a better look at the body lines and what everything's gonna look like. Get secondary color on there, something that'll pop. We'll be able to tell the difference pretty easily. We're gonna change around parts and delivery and all that. I think I want a little more clean, so we're gonna forego the logo. All right, liveries can be a big make or break on the look. Versus the secondary is kind of odd. Now the stripes go all the way down. And the roof being black 100% of the time is a odd choice. Hopefully I can change that with a roof option. And that's it for liveries. Nothing terribly interesting. A couple options that aren't bad, but most of it's white. Then you have pink camouflage, which, I mean, pink's cool and all, but I don't know. White stripes, pink camouflage, and a full race livery. Questionable choices. This stripe is kind of weird. You have black stripe on the hood and white stripe on the roof because the roof is black. I don't know what the hell's going on here. All right, let's get on here, continue with some more stuff. Most of these exhausts, you can't really even see what's going on with them. I think I'm just gonna stick with OEM parts on that. It looks a little bit better, more defined. Roll bars along with the front bars, they're cool, they just don't match that great. I kind of like the stock grille, but we're going to give it a little bit more personality with the supports and the horns. Hood, so let's see what we got. I like the twin turbos. Supercharger's nice. Twin charge is pretty cool. Spoiler options, bed cover, nice clean look, fuel cell, big wing, that's kind of cool. There's combinations going. The hard spare covers is pretty cool. But again, it's just kind of a strange option on a street truck. I'll go with this guy here. Suspension. I like to slam stuff nice and low, but it doesn't work that great a lot of the time in GTA, so let's lower it just a little bit. That way it's drivable. Alright, let's go check some track wheels. It's something that looks nice and sporty, maybe some 3 pieces or beadlocks or something. Do like these. These fuller disc wheels, like rally style wheels, are pretty decent on here, but I think I want something with a little bit more style. Yeah, this is what I was originally thinking, but the 90s is kind of nice too. I think it goes a little bit better with the body shape. Let's go with the 90s. All right, let's put a little bit of tint on here. See if I'm missing anything. I don't think so. Let's find us a good color. Actually, that orange looks pretty nice on here. I probably won't do a chameleon color. They're cool, they're just kind of over the top. I think I want a darker color on this truck. If not black, some dark color. Dark green looks pretty nice. I think this is the one right here. Alright, get a horizon to go with it. Probably stick with bright purple. Look through some other stuff real quick though. I think a matte secondary would look pretty nice on this build. Black is really good. Maybe a midnight purple would actually work with that. Yeah, I like the way the purple pops with it. So go with that. So yeah, lastly, let's fix up the tires and wheel color. You know what, the black wheel arches aren't too bad with the way we have this set up. Maybe we'll go with the bash bar. Why not? It looks pretty good. Maybe not the one with the lights. The real Cajun race truck, right? And we may as well just go ahead and do some neons. Why not? Let's pop on over and do the license plate. Finish this build off. Go. Do channel plate. After finishing it and driving it for a while, it still feels good when it's upgraded. Lowering it didn't affect anything negatively that I've seen yet. Yeah, I definitely recommend it if you're into muscle trucks. No complaints about this thing as far as how it drives. You know, obviously customization wise, they did pretty good. Liveries, I don't know, maybe it's just not my style, but it is what it is. Still happy with it. I will be going over the other vehicles as well. My other video covering businesses and everything should be out pretty quickly, if not already. Check those out as well. Thanks for watching. Hail yourself.